NASCAR is random. Even the underdogs with the cheapest equipment can win races. But what if NASCAR is 100% random? What if every race and every stage are randomized? To make these predictions, I basically took the entry list of each. Here's what happened. The season kicks off with Riley Herbst winning the Daytona 500. Anyone could win that race, so it totally makes sense. Then Ty Gibbs wins at Atlanta, and then Ryan Preece at Kota. Nah, he's driving for RFK now, so he's gonna be alright. However, in Phoenix, Mark McDowell is the winner. Look, he's from Phoenix. He's gonna get that home track support, and the Spy Motorsports is growing stronger anyway, so he's gonna be alright as well. Alex Bowman then drives at Las Vegas. He has won there before and could definitely win again. As Homestead is now in the spring, it will be won by Noah Gragson. Another bold prediction by the RNG, but he has previously been the Xfinity race winner over there, so it's gonna happen. And the Martinsville goes to... oh no, it's Cody Ware. Yeah, I'm not even gonna explain that one. Back to Sanity, Alex Bowman wins at Darlington. Back to Insanity, Justin Haley wins at Bristol. Chris Buescher wins at Talladega, and as NASCAR goes to hell. aka Texas Motor Speedway, Josh Petty finishes first in a probably chaotic event. Back to Insanity, Justin Haley wins at Kansas, followed by Kyle Busch breaking his winner streak in the Coca-Cola 600. Josh Petty then survives approximately 12 overtimes at Nashville to cross the finish line first. Ryan Preece gets his second win at Michigan, followed by a series of first-time winners this year. Logano in Mexico City, Stenhouse at Pocono, Shane Smith in Atlanta, Denny Hamlin in Chicago, Austin Dillon in Sonoma, and Ross Chastain at Dover. Now, here's a little thing. There are now more winners than the playoff spots, so at least one of the race winners isn't even going to qualify for the playoffs. Scared of being eliminated, Joey Logano wins again at the Brickyard. NASCAR goes back to Insanity as Justin Haley wins Iowa, Herbst then at the Glen, and McDowell at Richmond. With only Daytona remaining before the regular season ends, oddly Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will be left out among the race winners and he's quite far behind. But there's still that bit of hope remaining. Let's remain positive, right? And yes, you are seeing it correctly. Justin Haley and Cody Ware are fighting for the regular season championship. As you already know, Haley has somehow won 3 races, meanwhile Cody is just straight up crazy. From Las Vegas to Michigan, a span of 11 races, he took 9 top 10 finishes. But I'm not done yet. Narrowing down to from Homestead to Kansas, out of 7 races, he got 6 top 5 finishes. Don't even ask me about it. I have no idea how, out of all drivers that RNG could have let it happen to, it chose Cody Ware. Sorry about the rant. Anyway, let's just move on. So, who won the Daytona Summer Race? But now, there are a few things I need to talk about. First, Tyler Reddick is second and John Hunter Nemechek fourth in the regular season standings, and yet they didn't even qualify for the playoffs. Additionally, there's a bizarre story. Austin Dillon was originally meant to make the playoffs, then not meant to make the playoffs, but now made it anyway. This is because he originally won 3 races. Not only Sonoma, but Daytona 500 and Coke 600 as well. However, as I was generating these results, some additional cars had entered these races, which is why I re-randomized these events. Just because of that, Kyle Busch won at Charlotte and Austin Dillon was knocked out. But then, Connor Shillich joined the Kota event, and that race was firstly won by Carl Larson. As he didn't win that race anymore, there was one vacant spot in the playoffs, and that went to Austin Dillon. Anyway, here's the playoff feed, starting from the first place seed. Justin Haley, Ryan Preece, Cody Ware, Chris Buescher, Michael McDowell, Riley Herbst, Alex Bowman, Josh Berry, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Ty Gibbs, Ross Chastain, Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin, and Shane Smith. In the playoff opener at Darlington, Daniel Suarez woke up and took the checker flag. Denny Hamlin was the best among the playoff drivers, coming runner-up. Meanwhile, 7 other drivers didn't even get inside the top 20. The following race at Gateway saw Denny Hamlin beat your favorite driver as he and Michael McDowell scored their second consecutive top 5 finishes. At Bristol, Daniel Suarez somehow won again, and both Denny Hamlin and Michael McDowell got their third top 5 finish in a row. So, we were eliminated. Ross Chastain, meanwhile his team had won 2 of the 3 races. Then, alongside him, Riley Herbst, Shane Smith, and Josh Berry. What a shame, actually, not gonna lie. You will see in the future races why I just said that. Starting the round of 12 at New Hampshire, there was another non-playoff winner, William Byron this time. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin somehow got another top 5 finish. The interesting thing is that Justin Haley entered the race as the points leader, but because he completely messed up by finishing last and getting no stage points at all, he's now in the elimination zone. On the positive side, there's only 9 points between second and ninth place, so a lot could still happen, right? No! After Kansas, he's still in the elimination zone and now 1 point behind Keselowski instead of being on a tiebreaker. Meanwhile, we got another non-playoff winner, and that's Haley's teammate Carson Hocevar this time. Also, Joey Logano and Austin Dillon, who were in the elimination zone after the previous race, are now suddenly second and third in the standings respectively. I wonder how. I should also mention that Haley isn't the only spy driver in trouble, as Malcolm McDowell is also in the elimination zone. That guy was the points leader after the round of 16, and now he's facing elimination. On the positive side, he's only 2 points behind advancing into the next round and only 11 points behind Austin Dillon, so he could definitely still make it, right? No! He finished 32nd at the Oval and is now eliminated. It's genuinely amazing how much the performance changed in the span of a few weeks. And the thing is, I'm not even done yet. Ryan Brees, who was runner-up in the round of 16 standings, finished the race 34th and is also eliminated. I, I don't even know what to say, so we should just move on. Justin Haley finished 8th and got a stage win, giving him loads of points to safely advance. Meanwhile, Chris Buescher and Alex Bowman also were eliminated. They have had a pretty bad playoff run anyway, so that's fair, I guess. Oh, and by the way, Shane Smith won. Remember when I said that it's a shame that Josh Berry didn't advance into the round of 12? Well, here's why. He finished inside the top 10 in all of the races in that round, including a second place at the Oval, so he would have easily advanced into the round of 8 on points. And at the round of 8 opener at Las Vegas, he won. He would have won his way into the championship war had he not been knocked out early. Meanwhile, literally none of the remaining playoff drivers got a top 10 finish, although Ty Gibbs did get a stage win. Moving on to Talladega, and oh, we have a winner that's still in the playoffs. It's Kyle Busch. He's now going to the title decider for the first time since 2019, when he took his second championship. Going into Martinsville, Justin Haley is leading the standings, 27 points above elimination. Only 6 points separate Brad Keselowski in third, Denny Hamlin in fourth, and Cody Ware in fifth. I just noticed something interesting. Cody somehow is the only driver who got into the playoffs but hasn't scored any top 10s since they began. And that's the guy who got top 5 finishes from left and right. A bit further behind are Joey Logano, Ty Gibbs, and Austin Dillon, a trio with only a points between each other. It's still up in the air before seeing who makes it into the title decider. Back to as it has been so far, it's won by someone outside the playoffs again, AJ Allmendinger this time around, followed by McDowell and Brees. Cody is 31st. He is out. Good ending. NASCAR is no longer insane. Oh, never mind. Justin Haley transferred super safely. NASCAR insane again. Denny Hamlin also made it through by 8 points. Now, who is the fourth driver that earned a place in the championship for? Just because I want to make it as dramatic as it's a Netflix show, I'll start from who ended around 7th in the standings. It's Brad Keselowski, who finished the race down in 33rd place. Despite that, he was only 6 points away from transferring. 6th place goes to Joey Logano, only 2 points behind the 4th place. To be fair, it wasn't an even numbered year, so I understand why he didn't get through. We now only have 2 drivers remaining, Ty Gibbs and Austin Dillon. As you can already understand from what I said about Logano, it was really tight. Matter of fact, only 1 point separated them. Austin Dillon finished the race 4th, which was the only second time a contender finished a round of 8 race inside the top 5. Meanwhile, Gibbs got a 8th place finish and a handful more stage points. So, who made it? Ty Gibbs. If you are frustrated with Gibbs advancing, just remember you probably wouldn't have been happy about Austin advancing either, so you better not come into my comments crying about it, okay? And now, this is the point where all this randomness has led us to. The championship race with 4 drivers all fighting for the one and only NASCAR Cup Series championship. The contenders are Justin Haley, somehow the regular season champion and one of the most consistent drivers out there. Kyle Busch, looking to get his 3rd title in his comeback to the championship war. Denny Hamlin, who has had as many top 10s in the playoffs as he did before that. And Ty Gibbs, who only had 3 top 10 finishes in the regular season, followed by 4 in the last 9 races. These are the beautiful gimmicks of the NASCAR playoffs. Now let's get into the race. For the 8th time out of 10, someone not in the playoffs won the race. This time it was Chase Briscoe finally getting his first one at JGR. And just because I want to make it dramatic, let's start from who didn't win the title. As we all already know, even including RNG, Denny Hamlin doesn't get it. He finishes 17th. Only 3 places above is Justin Haley, who finishes his successful season in 14th, shy of the trophy. Now, we only have Kyle Busch and Ty Gibbs remaining, the former Joe Gibbs racing driver and the driver who took his car. So, who wins the title? Oh wait, Kyle Busch finished down in 34th. I'm sorry to disappoint you all, but Ty Gibbs will be the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series champion as he ends the season right behind his race-winning teammate. Justin Haley is the runner-up of the championship, Denny Hamlin 3rd and Kyle Busch 4th. Do you remember when I talked about Austin Dillon? You did. Let's say he would have won the Daytona 500 and Coke 600 as well. With that, he would have been in the title fight instead of Ty Gibbs. And where did Austin Dillon finish the season finale at Phoenix? 3rd. So long story short, Austin Dillon went from potentially being a champion to not even fighting for it to narrowly missing out on it. To conclude, you might want some average finish statistics. Well, here they are. Let's look where the championship 4 drivers are. Justin Haley 3rd and Kyle Busch 4th, that's good. Denny Hamlin 6th, I see, keeping it close together. Ty Gibbs 26th. In fact, that's the lowest among the playoff drivers this year. I might have accidentally exposed how stupid results the playoffs can produce. And on that bombshell, it's time to end. I might add like the results table and stuff like that in some way, whether I bother to or not. Anyway, if you have made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Take care.